Hey, good morning. This is my dashboard for Rolling Stone Magazine's top 500 albums of all time using Google Looker Studio. So what I did is I took a data set off Kaggle, which listed Rolling Stone Magazine's top 500 albums of all time. How did that get there? So get this up there. Okay. So what I did is I created 4 charts using the add a chart. The first is hold on here, a table. So the first table here lists the most artists, or the artists that had the most albums in the top 500. So Rolling Stone felt that Bob Dylan, the Beatles, Rolling Stones, they have 10 albums in there. Bruce Springsteen had 8, The Who 7. You can also click this to go reverse alphabetical order, so ZZ Top had 2, or Tribe Called Quest had 1, ABBA had 1, AC/DC 2. So you can rearrange this, or go by record count. Next, I create a pie chart showing all the different genres in the ranking. So, being Rolling Stone typically a rock magazine, was founded, I believe, the late '60s with the kind of the hippie Summer of Love movement, the rock and roll happening at the time, kind of Woodstock era. So you have a lot of rock. Then next you have, say, hip hop. Well, this is others, so that could be jazz, country. So then you have some funk and soul, hip hop. So it's pretty much rock dominated, and then you have the different other genres. Next down, I just have a listing, another table, that just has just a listing of the rank of the albums. So number 1, the best album per Rolling Stone was Sgt. Pepper's by the Beatles, then Pet Sounds by Beach Boys, Revolver, Highway 61 presented by Bob Dylan, so Rubber Soul. So this is a listing of the ranking of the albums, and this will come into play later. Finally, I did a time series based on the year that, and I want to sort this by year. So I was able to sort it. There we go. So 50s. So most of them are kind of in the Rolling Stones' heyday when they first came out. So kind of bent towards the late 60s, early 70s, kind of the highlight of the Woodstock era, then most, and then some more in the 90s, kind of the rise of hip hop, grunge, that era, and not so much more modern. So kind of this is where critics kind of favor albums. And what you can do then, and let me go to the professional view. So here we are. And if you click on, say, I want to see, all right, with 1970, 26, what happened in 1970? So if I click on 1970, it shows me these are all the albums that were in that year. So the Meters, Stooges, Carpenters, and then you have down here the rankings and names of more information. Black Sabbath, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, The Who, and their ranks, and then the type of genres. Or I could say, well, let's just go with Black Sabbath. So Black Sabbath had 2 albums, Black Sabbath and Paranoid. Let me kind of reset. So let's say, what did the Beatles have? So Beatles had 10 albums. So first, and actually they consider some rock and pop. So it tells you all the Beatles albums that made the countdown and the years they were released. So you're able to basically play around and research, see which albums and which artists are in that listing. So here's U2, Joshua 3:27, and just reset, go to the beginning. One thing, it does reset when I hit reset, it does reset the year, so I do have to resort this. Finally, I was able to upload this image of Rolling Stone's greatest albums of all time, and also you can search by artist here too. So say I like, see if Van Halen had it. Yeah, so there's one Van Halen album. What was it? There we go. Their debut, 415. So there you have it. My dashboard on Rolling Stone Magazine's top 500 albums of all time. Thanks.